Hey guys, I just want to do a video about making money online and sort of your attitude towards money and success. Because I got a comment recently. I did a video about the 80/20 rule. So my point was when you're making money from different sources like YouTube, Patreon, your ebooks, courses, affiliate programs, etc., you might it might be a good idea to look at that and see where you're making the most money and sort of focus on that. I mean, a lot of things relate to each other. Like if you do free content, that'll drive traffic to hopefully your website where you can collect their email. But one thing I noticed was that when I get big batches of money, like in a month, it's from a promotion via email marketing. So I built up my email list and I find a related product or service that is, or an event that has usually a high price, like $400 or $500 or more, and then they give you a good commission, like 50% commission. So I noticed that if I got like a certain amount of money from YouTube and Patreon and ebooks are pretty good in my case, but the big one was when I would send out an email over 2 or 3 days and I would promote something and I would get 50% commission. I didn't even have to sell that many of them. If you're getting like $100 or $200 per sale from some course or event or something, it doesn't take long to add up to thousands of dollars. Like even if you got 15 or 20 sales, and also I have a U.S. to Canadian exchange rate right now. It's about 30%, 29%, which makes it even more for me in Canada here. But I got this comment, and I'm not going to mention the guy's name, but it says here, potentially you make $4 a month income from YouTube, patrons on Patreon. For what? This 80/20 rule is posted all over the net by others is terrible. Um, and then he says some other video got 500,000 views compared to yours. You must be kidding. Go get a job. So this guy is totally clueless. And it's also sad because I know that they're usually, when they're angry like that, they're taking it out on other people because they're not being successful themselves. And so I want to use this opportunity to educate you guys on my personal situation. I'm actually retired. I've been retired for years now. I do stuff for fun on the internet, but most of the time I'm reading, studying jazz guitar, exercising, whatever I want to do, basically 100% freedom to do whatever I want. Um, and so I started this channel to help you guys achieve the same thing. And part of it is the mindset. So what the first mistake that the guy made was he's looking at this channel. This is like my secondary channel just to help people make money online and have that freedom and independence that I have. And so I don't put a lot of my effort into this channel right now. So the money that I'm making is not from this channel. So when he mentions that I'm making potentially $4 a month from YouTube and Patreon, this isn't the channel that I'm making the money on. And secondly, I don't really focus on Patreon or YouTube for ads. So like on my other channel, I might make $150 a month US on ads. And that's really not my focus. And same with Patreon. I don't have a Patreon model, which is a monthly subscription, or you can have people pay you per creation. I don't do that at all. I have free content, and that drives traffic to my website where I collect emails, and then I sell my ebooks and other programs. So the 80/20 rule is actually really vital because you want to identify where you're spending your time and what makes the most effort. So for example, I found myself for a while, I was going into forums like on Facebook pages, groups and stuff like that, and I was posting comments and replying to people. And that's great, but if you're not tracking, like, are you getting sales or traffic from YouTube? You can look at your Google Analytics and see, are you spending a lot of time, just free time answering questions? Would you be better off writing an ebook, putting the questions into an ebook and selling that? Would you be better off automating some of the posts or using Pinterest? There's so many things that you need to look at. But like if you look at the sales, if you look at your total income for the month and you determine like one area is doing the best, that's probably where you should focus on. Like ebooks were a lot of times my best sales device. Of course, you need to do other things to get traffic to your site, but when you sell two ebooks to your crowd, you need more products to sell to them because you don't once they buy them, there's nothing else for them to buy. So you might decide to write more ebooks, and a lot of people have followed that methodology, and so that's where your bread and butter is coming from. You want to focus on the ebooks, and you want to do maybe social media as to support that, and just there's so many issues with this email and the person doesn't know me at all. Like I said, the level of success that I have, and that's why I'm trying to help you guys. But a lot of it comes from just if you've looked at certain psychology studies or tests or books and that, there's a lot of people that are kind of angry and they're taking it out on other people, and you really got to fix that in yourself, especially when it comes to making money. If you're not a marketer or you're not good at online marketing, you might just have a job and that's fine. There's still things you can do. You can live below your means. You can save your money, invest it. Like I talk about dividend investing. There's you can improve your skills, studying and reading on the side. You could do an online business on the side after your job. But you really need to have. There's a lot of people that hate businesses. They hate success. They want to tax everybody who makes money and get a lot of free services. And this resentment, you should try to explore that if you have that, because it's going to affect your ability to make money online. Because if you don't like selling things to people, if you don't like, you have to believe in the products that you're selling and see the value. Like I have a diet niche. I've seen so many great results from people's health, diet, the environment, the animals, all sorts of things are beneficial. And so I don't have a problem promoting it. And I do get emails from time to time from people who are negative about the products, but I believe in the product. I don't question what I'm providing to people. I know that it's the truth. I've studied the science. And so you have to believe in the product and have confidence in it, and that'll help your attitude towards, selling. But just something that you'd like to explore. But I stand by what I'm saying about focusing on the main areas where you're making your money, and doing more of that, whether that's ebooks or courses, or maybe it's speaking, getting paid to speak, or whatever it is. Figure out those areas, and if you want to make more money, then do more of that, and see the areas that aren't really making you money and potentially cut back on those. So we'll talk to you guys later. See you.